Today's hike takes place along Coyote Wall on the Washington side of the Columbia River Gorge. A massive formation of columnar basalt, Coyote Wall is one of the Columbia River Gorge's most recognizable features from all direction. Known around the gorge as the syncline, local amateur geologists enjoy debating its proper geological classification.
Heads up. Huh? I'm recording. You know, I've been doing it my whole life. I've never once got sick or an upset stomach, ever, from drinking water outside.
Coyote Wall is a popular biking mecca where they cycle up the zigzag pattern hikes and then come down through the grassy fields and trails along the cliff's edge. And the cliff is a mighty cliff. It looks like a giant wedge that has slid into the Columbia River Gorge. And here's Jacob and I, and just coming up one of the edges, we veer off the trail, admittedly, about 100% of the time. It's a lot of fun to try to make our way up the cliffs and through the wildflowers, and we do a lot of these intentionally nerdy high fives because, well, we're nerds. This is Jacob being dangerous. We like to keep it a little bit dangerous, and that man can fly. And I sent Jacob to take a peek off the cliff's edge just to sort of give me a first impression, because it's usually overwhelming when you first come up on the edge of a cliff.
Is it a good shot?
And indeed, with the wind and the valley below, while the drop is only several hundred feet, it feels a mile high, just because you can look out over the vast landscapes. And the hike just goes straight up the grass, up the cliff's edge. And there's a really fun updraft right here as wind compresses and whips over the edge of the mighty Coyote Wall.
That's an unstable edge right there. There's a lot of...
Jacob taking every opportunity to lay down and scare himself, because you know what? It's thrilling.
Home is behind, the world ahead, and there are many paths to tread, through shadow to the edge of night, until the stars.
So we made our way up this hike. We were just looking for something to do, and it was sunny out, and we didn't want to go in a cave. We've been caving a lot lately, so we thought, let's just go up this. Turns out there's a lot to do.
It's so bizarre. Just there, then.
Do more! Just keep throwing it.
So you can see the cliff's edge there is substantial. Here we are on our way back, and it's nice and steep, and we found a couple other, I think this is a hiking trail. I'm sure the bikes can do it, but they have some designated trails, and we are heading down through the brush and the old oak trees. The beautiful creeks. This creek, which we drank from earlier upstream, is a little murky, so we didn't know why. Really fun waterfall. These waterfalls just cascade down through the grassy hills and rocks, and it's just really a beautiful and interesting hike. It's also relatively easy. It can be steep, but it's not dirty. And sometimes you just need a little bit of a break. Jacob, ever being the adventurer, decided he wanted to hike down this or climb down this falls. This was somewhat dangerous. He had to go slow, so I've sped up the camera about 8 times. And it's dangerous because it's wet. It would just be a rock scramble. But a rock scramble that's wet is very slippery, and so you have to be careful, and I would call out to him. If you've ever done rock climbing, you know how it is. Sometimes someone below can call out spots. Put your foot here, your next hand grip down, because you can't see below you very well. And that worked out fine. He felt like a champ, not, once again, defying death for the thrill of very little.
Looks scary for a few seconds.
We just found this mine thing on our hiking at the some type of biking trail, but it's just under this rock and it goes back really far. It was unexpected. We were just taking a day to look at waterfalls. Turned out it was a cave. Let's see what's in it.
Okay. Go ahead and leave a little bit.
Nope, you have the light.
I kind of have a light.
How far back does it go?
This is a mine, dude. This is a mine. It's dynamited.
What?
No, it's dynamited open. That's how people got in here. And this is made through dynamite.
I can't see. Can you try it back?
Yeah, in a second. Wow, that's pretty neat.
Hey. Get here. Put here. Put here. Wait, does it go around that corner?
Yeah, come on, check it out.
Okay. Shine. That way. You're blinding me.
I know, I'm trying.
Oh, that's a cave that ends right there.
Yeah,
This is cool.
pretty cool, huh?
I love it.
Awesome.
Let's go around the corner and make it look like it goes further. Try it that way.
No, we're okay. This is the end here. No water. Let's I'll follow you out. Oh, you got boots on. Lucky.
Mine are waterproof.
If you go slower, time will stand still.
That is true.
I had to keep shining the light on the ground so I don't put my feet in the water.
So it turns out it's a mine and it goes back pretty far. It goes back around
Don't steal my
50
glory!
feet. And it's pretty cool.
Is he stealing my glory?
Yeah, I'm explaining to the camera. You ruined the YouTube video.
I know.
You ruined it.
That's fine. Let's get in a fight.
He eats you over a waterfall.
I know. They call it the gorge because it's gorgeous. It's like even the road's mad at me. Is that the right answer?